Tonight, the News 8 family paying tribute to one of our longtime colleagues and pals, Dr. Mel Goldstein, entering retirement now, but he didn't want to go forward without a proper farewell.
Mel wanted to say goodbye to all of the viewers who've stood by his side over the years.
All right, News 8's Keith Coons joins us live out from Dr. Mel's place along the shoreline, where he and one of Connecticut's favorite meteorologists have a look back at the years. Keith, over to you.
All right, Darren, thank you very much. What a great pleasure it is for me to spend this time with Dr. Mel for his farewell forecast. And Doc, I want to talk to you about your history, the history of some of these great storms you've covered over the years here. Let's start with Hurricane Gloria.
Yeah, you know, let me just say that, that Connecticut has the greatest variety of weather that you could possibly ever have.
So it's been great for you all these years.
Yeah, I mean, we get it all. We get hurricanes, we get tornadoes, we get snowstorms, we get heat wave, nor'easters, southeasters, you name it, you know, we get it.
But Gloria was a real significant one for you.
Gloria was a real hurricane, you know, in the truest sense of the word. It was a 1985 storm. It came around midday, around lunch hour. I call it the lunch hour storm because if you were eating a long lunch, you might have missed the whole thing. But it moved ashore around Milford and to the east and northeast of the storm center, there was a tremendous amount of wind damage. And the single greatest, up until that point, power outage in the history of the until the last storm was that associated with Gloria. And some of the pictures that we've looked at from Gloria are pictures that were taken just to the east of Lighthouse Point, going toward East Haven from New Haven.
Doc, I want to move you along to the big Hamden tornado. That's not been, I really remember being in the newsroom.
How could I ever forget it?
I remember that.
I mean, power was out all over the place, and even in our own studio.
I remember.
But we had some backup. And I'll never forget that day. It was so fun. I mean, it was a serious storm, but what was amusing about it is that as the storm was approaching, it was about 5:30 in the afternoon.
That's right. We were on the air.
And we were on the air, and Mark Davis was anchoring at that time, and he said, we're going to toss to Dr. Mel. Dr. Mel, though, I've never seen you perspire on the air like you are right now. And I said, Mark, I've never seen a tornado come overhead while I've been on the air. And that's what was happening. The tornado ripped right through the northern part of New Haven and came through downtown New Haven. And in Hamden, and well, it started out around northwestern Connecticut, Bantam, Litchfield, and then it kind of swept southward, and it caused the greatest swath of tornado damage in the history of Connecticut. I mean, damage extended all the way from the Northwest Hills right across Long Island Sound into Long Island.
Doc, let me bring you back to this past winter. And this incredible winter we had with the snow and then the ice, and more snow, more ice.
Yeah, I mean, even I was getting a little tired of this past winter season.
Glad to hear.
If that was possible. I mean, but what a winter, one storm after another. And a lot of people are asking the question, are we going to get, hit again, with another rough winter? We could easily get another bad winter across our area. It really depends on what we look at up in Greenland, the circulation that exists up there. And when we see a circulation take on a particular form, we know that the weather's going to be wacko.
Wow, that's breaking news. I don't know if we wanted to know about, but you're always right here with the forecast. And finally, want to talk about this autumn nor'easter that we just went through, and the snow coming down on the trees with all the leaves still on them.
I know. You're looking out the window one minute and it was raining, and then those big raindrops turned to big fat snowflakes, and then the snowflakes began to accumulate, and we had a massive storm. Now, going back, let's say to 1987, we can go back and we can find another October snowstorm.
But nothing like this one, right?
Not to the magnitude of this. There was never anything like this. And I did a lot of research, on Connecticut storms, and even going back to the Pilgrims, you cannot find a storm of the character, the makeup, the magnitude, the time of year that it occurred as this particular storm in October. And that's why I say Connecticut is an absolutely fascinating. I'm going to miss it.
Oh yeah. Well, you aren't going anywhere. We're still gonna.
I'm going to be in the neighborhood.
You're going to be in the neighborhood. All right. And Darren and Sonia, we're going to be back with Dr. Mel after the break. Talk about some of his memories of News Channel 8, some of the great people he's worked with. We're going to continue this special edition of News 8 at 5 after this. Back to you guys.
Sounds
All right,
great,
Keith.
Keith.
Thank you.